What if I told you that a philosopher from the 19th century predicted your depression? Not just the sadness you feel, but the specific, gnawing emptiness that haunts our modern world. He saw it all coming. The endless scrolling, the constant chase for more, the feeling that something is always missing. And the most shocking part? He also left us a way out. Stick with me, because what I'm about to reveal will change how you see your own mind. His name was Arthur Schopenhauer, a man often called the philosopher of pessimism. But calling him a pessimist is like calling a surgeon a butcher. It misses the point entirely. He wasn't just describing a dark world. He was dissecting the very source of our suffering. And his diagnosis, written 200 years ago, is more relevant today than ever. Schopenhauer's core idea is terrifyingly simple. Life, he said, is driven by a blind, irrational, and insatiable force. He called it the will. The will is not your personal desire to get a promotion or find a partner. No, it's a cosmic, relentless energy that flows through every living thing, pushing us to strive, to want, to desire endlessly. You feel it every time you crave something. A new phone, a better job, more likes on your post. That's the will at work. Here's the trap. The will never rests. The moment you get what you want, what happens? A fleeting moment of satisfaction, quickly replaced by a new desire. Or worse, by boredom. Schopenhauer said we are constantly swinging back and forth, like a pendulum, between two states, suffering from desire and suffering from boredom. Sound familiar? That's the modern condition in a nutshell. The endless cycle of wanting and getting with no lasting peace. Think about your social media feed. It's a perfect engine for the will. A nonstop parade of things to want. Lavish vacations, perfect bodies, happy relationships. It's designed to make you feel inadequate, to ignite that fire of desire. You scroll, you want, you suffer. You put your phone down, and the world feels dull. You're bored, so you pick it up again. The pendulum swings. Schopenhauer didn't have Instagram, but he saw the mechanism plain as day. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Schopenhauer believed that the will's greatest trick is making us believe that happiness lies outside of ourselves. In objects, in achievements, in other people. We spend our entire lives chasing these external goals, convinced that this time, it will be different. This time, we'll finally be happy. But we never are. Because the problem isn't the goal. The problem is the chase itself. The very act of striving is what creates the suffering. He wrote about a phenomenon that we now see everywhere. The more we have, the more our expectations grow. The millionaire isn't satisfied. He wants to be a billionaire. The person with a happy family worries constantly about losing it. Schopenhauer understood that wealth and success don't cure suffering. They just change the flavor of it. You're no longer suffering because you're poor. You're suffering because you're afraid of becoming poor again. The will always finds a new way to torment you. It's a game you can't win by playing its rules. So are we doomed? Is life just a cosmic joke, a relentless cycle of pain and boredom? According to Schopenhauer, not necessarily. He didn't just diagnose the disease. He offered a path to a cure. But it's not what you think. It's not about positive thinking or achieving more goals. It's about something far more radical. It's about learning how to deny the will. How do you fight a force that's part of your very being? It sounds impossible. It's like trying to outrun your own shadow. Schopenhauer proposed two main escape routes. The first one is temporary, a brief moment of peace. The second is more permanent, a path of liberation. The temporary escape is something you've already experienced, even if you didn't realize it. It happens when you become completely absorbed in something beautiful. Have you ever lost yourself in a piece of music? Stared at a painting and felt the world just melt away? Watched a sunset so breathtaking that you forgot all your worries? In those moments, according to Schopenhauer, your individual will, your personal desires, just pause. You stop being a striving, wanting individual and become a pure, will-less subject of knowledge. You are just seeing, just hearing, just being. For a brief instant, You escape the pendulum of suffering and boredom. You are free. This is the power of art. It offers us a glimpse of a life beyond the grip of the will. But this freedom is fleeting. The music ends, the sun sets, and the desires rush back in. The worries, the anxieties, the endless to-do list. The temporary escape is not enough. For a more lasting peace, Schopenhauer pointed to a much harder path. A path that has been practiced for thousands of years by sages and mystics. The path of asceticism. Now, before you click away, this isn't about becoming a monk and living in a cave. It's about a mental shift. Asceticism, for Schopenhauer, means recognizing the will for what it is, a source of endless pain, and consciously choosing to starve it. It means voluntarily simplifying your life, reducing your desires, and detaching your happiness from external things. It's about finding contentment not in getting more, but in wanting less. Think about it. Every advertisement, every social media trend, every cultural message is screaming at you to want more. Be more. Have more. The path Schopenhauer suggests is an act of rebellion against this entire system. It's choosing not to play the game. When you stop feeding the will, it loses its power over you. The cravings weaken. The boredom subsides. You start to find a quiet, stable peace that doesn't depend on anything outside of yourself. This is the ultimate paradox. The relentless pursuit of happiness is what makes us miserable. True contentment is found not in satisfying our desires, but in freeing ourselves from them. Schopenhauer saw that our society was heading towards a crisis of meaning, fueled by materialism and endless ambition. He saw that we would create a world that offers everything, yet satisfies nothing. And he was right. His philosophy is not a message of despair. It's a wake-up call. It's a diagnosis of a sickness we all feel but can't name. And it's a prescription for a cure that is within our reach. It requires courage. It requires looking at the world and at yourself in a completely new way. It's about understanding that the prison is not the world around you. The prison is the relentless wanting inside you. And you hold the key. So the next time you feel that gnawing emptiness, that restless desire for something more, remember Schopenhauer. Remember the pendulum. And ask yourself, am I in control, or is the will? Is this desire leading me to happiness, or just to the next link in the chain of suffering? By simply asking the question, you've already taken the first step toward freedom. You've brought consciousness to an unconscious process. And that is where the real power lies. What Schopenhauer predicted wasn't just your depression. It was your potential for liberation. He saw the trap, but he also showed us the way out. It's not an easy path, but it's a real one. A path away from the noise and towards a quiet, unshakable peace. What do you think? Is Schopenhauer's view too pessimistic, or is it a brutally honest look at reality? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more ideas that challenge the way we see the world. Thanks for watching.